It's all about perception in this fucking game.
Mm.
So if people think that you're doing good, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I want Kirk on my show." But if nobody sees you ever busting any moves, they won't think to reach out to you.
Yeah, yeah. I could recognize that that is correct. It's like when an addict can recognize, like, yeah, I have an issue, and I know logically the steps I need to take to conquer that issue. But I'm still gonna hit that Coke can. I'm still gonna
As long as you recognize your issue, that's all that matters.
I suppose so. Property Ebonics. Welcome to Proper Ebonics.
We're here, yo. Proper Ebonics.
We may have some drop-ins during this episode. We'll see.
We better have some drop in.
We have a scheduled drop in.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man. Before all that happens, man, how you doing? It gives us time to catch up.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just running around. I had a show last night.
Nice.
Cricket comedy show produced by Eddie Gallagher. It was
Oh yeah.
Chalfont, Pennsylvania is where it was at.
Where was it? Because I was contemplating going to it, and I was like, it's Chalfort near Harrisburg, and then I just didn't look it up.
No, it's like close to the border, like PA and Jersey.
Oh, all right, that's closer than I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been there before, but I mean, where I was coming from, like it felt like the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was cool though. It was like they had the show at like a parking lot of some brewery.
Oh, that's a good one right there. Chalfort sounds like the French
Chalfont.
name.
It's
Chalfont.
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 Yeah.
That's even more so. It sounds like the French word for purgatory sort of thing. So it's like purgatory. Purgatory. I've been up
Which
for
one do you
3 hours.
mean? Both of those,
I mean purgatory. I mean purgatory. Dang it.
both of those are words. So
Yeah, I
it's
recognize
just
it.
your prerogative on which one you want to use or not.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Damn.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man.
What have you been up to though, man? What's going on in the world of Kirk?
I'm
Nothing?
out here. I'm out here, man. I'm just, doing me. I had to do a self-evaluation for work, so I had to write about myself, which I find I don't like doing.
Yeah.
It's like an extended cover letter. So like the week has been focused on that for the evaluation for next week. Beyond that, man, just been out here hanging with people, giving out hugs, chopping up with my mom on Mother's Day.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all the moms. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
was last weekend. I had put a post up saying Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that get their kids' names mixed up.
Oh yeah.
They did very well because apparently that's like every mom, they get their kids' name mixed up. Look at him.
Oh, is that a drop in that we got right there?
Yo, look at he got his little ring light and everything.
What's up, Anthony?
Can you hear?
It's
Connect.
connecting its audio now.
Yeah,
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yo, yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I'm gonna just let me set up. I'm trying to find my cord for my ring.
He looks like a director assistant right now. Let me just find this boom real quick. Stage left.
His dog is holding the boom mic.
Oh, one of those ring lights. I always see those whenever I go in the mall on and Five Below. I'm always like, I guess it's a good thing to have.
No, it's definitely worth it.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
When you get booked on a lot of Zoom shows, the ring mic comes in.
Yeah, his lighting did get tremendously better with that. So that is a good one.
It looked like he just put makeup on.
I know, right? Maybe
Right,
he was born with it. Maybe it was a ring light.
Hold up, the audio going to get better too.
You got a better mic.
For those wondering, like, hey, what are behind the scenes of podcasting? They're about to find out. It's not just we roll out of bed and just open up our computers. I know there's ring lights, stretches, audio.
Yeah, when I first started all of this stuff, I was just using like I got a real old ass laptop that I was using. I was using like so I had to use my girl stuff. Then like around Black Friday, I bought me a MacBook. I got and I just started getting the other little stuff like my microphone and the ring light. And I'm telling you, this it changed everything. Like it just made the whole production value so much better.
Yeah.
Believe it. I if I feel like if I get a ring light, I'm gonna become a cam girl. I think like if I like get equipment where it's like, whoa, all right, well, I'm looking real good on this laptop. I'm
Yo,
gonna start hitting up Twitch.
if you get an OnlyFans, I'm done with this podcast.
What? I'm gonna be spreading the word about the podcast. I'm gonna name my OnlyFans after the podcast.
You're gonna be spreading everything but the word. Okay.
They call me butter knife. Yeah. I think it would be a decent one there, man. Yeah. So while Anthony is setting up, man, Alan, you had the show, you had a parking lot show. You're feeling good about it?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't. I'm just trying to stay humble, but I'm in the zone right now. You know what I'm saying?
I see you. I see you are in zone.
I'm just trying to keep writing. Keep getting better. But last night I was in the zone last night. Because I'm saying it was a really good show.
Oh no,
man. The people. I had a cop. This nigga. This was this white guy. He was like diesel with shit. He had like a tight ass shirt on with a bald head.
Ooh.
A lot of my materials about like what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Race, cops, and all that shit. He was like, yo, man, you were very funny, and everything you said was true. Everything you said was true.
He's like, I am the bad guy. I am. Way to call me out, yo. Me and my girl enjoyed it.
I'm like, nigga, I know everything I said was true. No,
oh man, that's wild.
I should have asked him why don't he ever snitch on the bad cops.
Yeah, he's like, because I'm one of them.
Because I'm one of them. Now get down and spread them. You know what I mean?
I don't think a cop has ever told me to spread anything.
No,
I'm grateful for that.
You don't look threatening enough.
I look threatening. In certain situations, I'm sure I could be threatening.
No, man. I told you I've had cops like one time. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I got hella cop stories, dog. Unfortunately, but one time, and I was like,
Chips.
Call me what?
Start calling you Chips. Go ahead.
Chips. So look, me and my homies, right? It was like I was in like college. We were smoking weed in the car or whatever.
Bang bang.
For some reason, I don't even know why. We were sitting outside some projects and like outside like Southwest Philly. I don't even know why. Like my homie, that's where he lived or whatever. But he didn't live in the projects. He lived like around the corner, but he thought it was the good place to smoke at. So we drove, and we sat outside these projects. We were smoking, and the cops pulled up. And all we had like 3 L's of weed on us or whatever. And the cops like decided to like search the whole car. They was like, "I got any guns? I got any coke?" We like, "No, we just smoking weed." Officer, you know what I'm saying? So these niggas literally, they put the handcuffs on me and put me in the back of the car.
Oh boy.
And they told me, they was like, "Yeah, you're going down." I'm like, what? Going down? And then look, they told my homies too. They told my homies, they was like, "Yeah, we gotta take your boy in." You know what I mean?
Just you?
So, just me. Yeah. Like, listen. So this is what happened. So then they were like, "We gotta take your boy in," and then they came back to the car to me, and they was like, "All right, we're just kidding. We're gonna let you go." What? Fucking me? What do you mean we're just kidding? It's not no game. It's not no joke time.
And sounds like an effective prank.
No.
sounds like an effective prank. They totally pulled one on you right there. It's
so they literally just
you all worried.
Look, I wasn't worried, but I was like, I ain't do nothing. Like, what you gonna do? Arrest me for like it wasn't even like we had weed. We just had the weed was already rolled up and was being smoked. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
I think they could still get you for that. I don't think that's like a loophole. Like,
no,
it's in the blunt. It's like
it ain't worth it.
No,
though.
I know what you mean. No, I know what you mean. And it is, if it was a prank, that is awful that they would put someone through like the emotional stress of that, of like putting them in back of a car, handcuffing them. You know it's going to trigger someone. So that is unfortunate. However, prank level wise, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. It's a good prank. See some college kids up to no good. Arrest one of them.
Yo, man, I was so mad. Listen, man. I went back. I got really high that night. I was like, listen, let's get out of here. We're gonna get really high the right way.
I bet you sobered up right away when they came through.
Yeah, when you're high, drunk, whatever. When the cop lights come on, you immediately become sober. Like it ain't
Yeah.
even like it don't take no time. You know what I'm saying? All right,
Yo, what's we got? It looks like we got a guest.
oh look, all right, let's do it. This is what I'm gonna do it like I do it at a comedy show. If I'm hosting a show where you gotta give them, you gotta run it down. You know what I'm saying? So look,
Not clap.
coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen, man, we got one of the funniest comedians out in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? He's been on Comedy Central, Kevin Hart's Heart of the City, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been all over the place. He's trapped. If you went to college, you probably seen him at your college doing comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This guy has been all over. He is a beast in the Twitter streets. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the very funny Anthony Moore, y'all.
What's good, man? No, thanks for having me.
Yo,
I know like halfway through this, I'm charging on my headphones right now, so I'm gonna try to, if the sound quality isn't as crisp as it can be, I'm gonna try to get that right.
We'll do an audio dub. We'll have you do a recording just for the visuals. So an hour from now, we'll hit you up, and then you just get a mic and say the exact same words. I think you can remember them. You're a professional. You got this.
Just do my voiceover.
We're glad to have you on here, man. It's good to see you and all that. It's a Saturday morning, looking fresh. Everyone's looking fresh and such. I like to comment on people's physical appearance. I hope you don't mind that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm trying. You see, that's why I got the ring light, so my skin could like really pop for the viewers.
Yeah, that skin complexion's looking nice.
You know, I try, man. I've been drinking my ginger lemon water, just trying to cleanse and be my best self throughout this pandemic. So then, like, when things do, like, as things are finally opening up, like, people be like, damn, like, what you just been doing your skincare this whole
like, is that Anthony Moore or Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Who is that?
It's like your face mask is sponsored by Aveeno. It's just like, oh, everything's so smooth over there. Oh, does teeth get nicer? Yeah.
But Anthony, man, you are a new father. How was fatherhood treating you? You got a new dog over there, man.
Wait, you hear him?
Yeah, we hear him.
Yeah, I just put him in this crate for a little bit. He want to run around. I'm gonna take him to the park in a few. I'm gonna take him to the park later.
I love how you're talking to the dog too, of like he can recognize, like, yeah, I know, like you're talking like a kid.
Just relax. I'm gonna take y'all later. I just took him for a quick walk. It's crazy. Like throughout all of this, like, cause my girl, she works, so like even like right now she's out. She's working an event today. But like for me, my pandemic was like I make my own hours, cause so like just cause like when I'm not performing, I get to just chill. So like my whole schedule, I was waking up at like 10, I work out, cook breakfast around 12:30, and then I just got the rest of the day to play 2K. Whereas like now with him, when he when he get up, I gotta get up. So
Yeah,
this shit has changed everything for me, even as far as like my whole workout schedule. I feel like I can't even work out like when I want to, because as soon as I leave, he gonna start crying, and it should have just been tough. I really feel like I should have just had a kid, like for real, because like at least with a kid, it's gonna get to the point where it's like it becomes independent, and even if my kid don't become independent, I could just leave my kid.
you can't lead a dog.
Yeah, and I've been talking about that. I was just doing a show and I was talking about that, where it's like if I abandon my kid, at least the state will take over and help. If I leave my dog, they just gonna put him down. So it's like I really gotta be here for him.
It's an interesting perspective. It's very true. We gotta look out for the pets more than the kids sometimes. State will take care of it.
You just had that kid, you know what I'm saying? They grow up. Yeah.
And adjusting your workout schedule. Do you go to like the gyms, or do you mainly now just doing like calisthenics inside?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing. Like calisthenics, like just a lot of push-ups. Like I'll run, a lot of push-ups, jumping jacks, stuff like that. Which is like I was already doing that when things were open. Like I would use weights every now and then, but I remember I had fucked up my shoulder real bad just from like using weights. So that's what made me like really get into the whole calisthenics because like I get to just use my own weight.
Yeah.
But
You're one of the few. You're in the league of comics that are physically fit, fitness wise. Like I think there's always like kind of a connotation with comics of like being kind of like slouchy or whatever. I would say all three of us
Beer
actually.
drinking,
Yeah,
cigarette smoking.
yeah,
Y'all know who y'all are.
shooting dice, I assume. But it's like it's you're one of the few that like takes care of health and like you don't look like a stereotypical comic. Do you feel like that affects your comedy in any way?
um I'm not gonna lie, it was like it's been certain points where I'm still kind of getting used to it. Like I'm not at my most fit as like where I was. Like when I was like really in shape, like I'm starting to get back to that point. But like when I was like really like at my physical peak, I was low key subconscious about it. Like just
Mm.
wearing certain shirts or doing movements on stage because like I knew like my muscles were showing. So so like I low key like I had to get comfortable. I just had to get comfortable with myself because I definitely wasn't used to that. But no, I take fitness serious.
Mm.
I take it serious. Just cause like I mean, as I'm getting older, it's like it only gets harder to stay in shape.
Very true.
And
It's crazy. A lot of I'm not gonna say a lot of women, but I've heard women say though, like on stage, they don't like to dress too provocative because they think it takes away from their jokes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's probably the same way with your biceps. You know what I mean? It's just like
yeah, I be feeling like a bad bitch up there. Cause like, cause it's certain act outs, it's certain act outs where it's like, all right, and this H&M shirt, the way it's cut, I know the guns are showing.
They're
So
looking at the curves.
yeah, So, yeah, but no, I definitely take it serious because I'm telling you, like, even now as I'm working out, like, it only gets harder, and that's the thing, like, you don't see old fat people,
right.
like.
I mean, shout out to my auntie Mando. She checks both boxes, but I do get your point though. You don't see many of them. Just don't see
There's not a
many.
lot of them, is what he said.
She's an outlier. Yeah.
So look, the as you working out, man, what you be listening to? Because I knew that new J. Cole just dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You put that new Cole on because
No,
I
no, I ran into that for a little bit. When I work out, I listen to like a lot of like just a lot of like gel type shit. Like I listen to like a lot of Mob Deep.
All
Um,
right. Nice.
like I go hard to my Mob Deep. Ace
Any-
Hood.
Okay.
Ace Hood be having me ready to punch through a wall. That T Grizzly.
He is good for that. Yeah. He has a cool voice. He's
Yeah,
one of the few rappers, like a lot of rappers have cool voice. J. Cole being one of them too, but like he
yeah.
has a notably cool voice where it almost like it's almost more instrumental than the beat, if that makes any sense. So like it has a sonic sound to it. I like it.
that
Um,
Detroit shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like yeah, like I like his shit because like his shit, he it'd be so fast paced. So it's like it's the perfect music for running. And then like just other motivating stuff. Like I've been listening to like a lot of Nipsey when I run
Mm.
too.
Yeah.
Have you crying on the track and all that stuff? Damn,
Right.
R.I.P. West Coast, keep it real.
J. Cole shouted out Nipsey in the one bar that people who were saying that it was deep, but it wasn't even that deep.
Yeah, like it was a hot line, but it's like, all right, relax now.
What he said Jesus died at 33, so did Pimp C, so did Nipsey.
Yeah.
People like, oh,
them niggas, them niggas was 33.
it's just a fact.
That's just factual right there. The other person that he mentioned was Puff. He mentioned that line of like the last scuffle I got in was with Puff. And I'm not gonna lie, I looked that up. I was like, Puff versus J. Cole footage. And I didn't find much.
It ain't no footage. It ain't no footage of Puff and J. Cole. But let me tell you something about Puff. He ain't one of them. He not soft, dog. Puff fight niggas, yo. Like
Right.
he fought Drake. He beat niggas up. I'm listening. You may think he got silky wavy hair and flashy clothes, but he fight niggas.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's still a nigga from Harlem.
Yeah.
I don't know if Puff is actually like throwing hands. I feel like he's just dancing really fast in front of these people. I
No,
feel
No,
like
he
that's.
he fought he fought one of his son's football coaches because I guess
Oh
he didn't
yeah,
like
I
he
remember
didn't
that.
like the amount of time he was giving his son.
Yeah, I
So he was
remember
like,
that.
nigga, you gonna put my child in? Which I get. It's like, yo, I'm more than likely I'm a heavy donor. Like I got this football team sponsored by Ciroc. Like, yo, put my son in.
That's
so they
funny.
said he went into the coach's office in USC like with a weapon, like I think he had like a bat or a stick or
No,
something.
no, it was something like he had a kettlebell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's deadly.
Right?
That's an
Yeah.
unconventional weapon. That's like carrying around boiling hot water. Like you would never think someone would use that as a weapon, but it's very deadly.
Yeah, you got to think about the context that J. Cole mentioned the Puff fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so J. Cole said, like, yo, I'm not a tough guy. I pretend to be tough and all that kind of stuff. And then he went on to say, and I got into a fight with Puff, but he never mentioned like he didn't say like I beat up Puff or like that let you know that he lost that fight, yo. That's
I don't know. I guess visually I pictured him winning, but I don't know, man. Maybe I got to reassess my valuation of Puff Daddy and his fighting skills.
don't sleep. You listen when you come up with like Biggie and Black Rob, like you in the mix, dog. Like you ain't
Do you
no
remember
soft
with the Hate Me Now video, the whole thing that happened with that, where like they had to cut the video like 3 different times, and Puff went into the studio and apparently fought, I believe, one of the editors because they didn't release the correct version. I remember that was like the first like run in I've heard with Puff, and I was like, oh, I guess he appreciates the arts.
No, I ain't hear about that one, but that's like I said, it's another testament to Puff got hands, dog. Like
Mm.
simple as that.
J. Cole got lyrics, man, because I've listened to the album in full, enjoyed it. I would say every track after Pride is a Devil, every track after that was like solid 9 out of 10 for me, at least on the second listen. That second half of the album really got me.
Yeah, that second half, that's what like I fuck with the first half heavy. But yeah, that close,
Yeah.
uh I felt that in my soul. Cause he
Mm.
said some shit. He said like, I don't give a fuck that I'm he said, I don't give a fuck if I'm broke, cause I already know I'm gonna be rich from the shit that I wrote.
Mm.
So like in the future they gonna label me the GOAT. Like that's I'm like, yo, he taking me back. Like this is the Cole I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
But the thing what also made it so good is like I think he produced like maybe 2 songs on the album, but
Oh.
this is what he needed. He needed some different producers. Like
Right.
we just want to hear you be the best rapper you can be.
Mm.
And like his production is good, but he's not when it comes to like rappers that also like produce, he's not like a Kanye or Pharrell level of production. So it's like the beats are good, but they aren't like so signature that you want to hear that J. Cole sound beat.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
like his rhymes is like that's what we want. We want just Cole just go to these other producers and be the best rapper you could be. And that's what he did. Like even like that intro, oh that intro
Mm.
was amazing.
Oh man. Spoiler alert for those who haven't listened yet. Killer Cam makes an appearance, and that was a nice little surprise. I was like, oh, all right.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, Lil Jon was on that joint too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta
Yeah.
put
like
that
Yeah.
in.
you put Lil Jon and Cam on one song, you got every '90s kid, and you got us. Like you got us, dog. Like you
Yeah,
got
man.
us.
I'm mad. So I listened to the album, like that first song, and Cam Spark came on, and like all the curses were edited. And I was like, oh, this is like a stylistic choice. Interesting. I was listening to the edited version of the album for the first like 2 songs. And I realized, oh, all right. Damn it, Spotify. Like, I thought he was trying something experimental with like, doing like a little Dos Destiny dash sort of thing where he blurs it out. But yeah, not
No,
the case. Yeah.
no. I'd immediately been seeing what's going on. I love to hit the curse first. That was the best part of the song.
I thought he was trying something different. I was like, all right, that's cool, J. Cole. It's kind of weird you get Cameron on for this one and blur out the curses, but all right.
Speaking of different, things are looking a little bit more different in the world today, according to
Different.
the CDC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
They said they taking the mask off everything. You know what I'm saying? They saying if you vaxxed, you ain't gotta wear your mask outdoors and in most indoor places. You know what I'm saying? So they
I love CDC really said, and Walmart was the first one to be like, yeah, mask off. Like they're like, yeah, we're not doing any of this mask stuff. Oh, it looks like Anthony's got the headphones going on. Uh-oh. I want to hear that those headphone voice.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you crystal clear.
All right,
Damn, you sound like Fiji water right now.
Yeah.
Real clear.
Right. Perfect. Yeah.
Damn. Sounds like a different guest. Oh my God. Yo, Alan, do that introduction again.
Yo, we got a guest on the show. He got a microphone and headphones.
Yeah.
He got a dog.
Hey, what's going on, party people? It's your boy Anthony Moorhead.
Not the party people.
And that's when you get that audio. It makes you, it turns you into Casey Kasem. It's like, I don't know. It's like I gotta start repping the radio. Yeah. And did you hear about this though in terms of the mask, the mandate for CDC?
Yeah, I've been hearing about it. I mean, the CDC, they just saying like, fuck it. Like they don't the CDC, they don't know what's going on. Any matter of fact, they do know. They know exactly what's going on. It's just like they need that money. So it's like they like, look, man, Memorial Weekend coming up. Like
right.
These niggas just had the cookouts. They gonna do it anyway.
I think what they doing is they trying to incentivize people to get the vaccine. Like,
yeah,
they was like, if you vax, you ain't gotta have your mask on. So it's trying to give people give them incentives to do so. Because if you just tell people like, yo, you can get vaxxed, but you still gotta wear your mask. They're like, well, why am I getting vaxxed then? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
I'm still wear a mask though, regardless.
Because just from style.
Just like I haven't been really sick in a while.
True.
Like one of my last the last time I really got sick, I got sick last January. And like every Black person got a story about how they had corona before they announced it.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's like really how I felt. Like last January, I woke up. I went to work one day. I felt my body aching, and then the next day I woke up drenched, like bed soaked, like I was playing, like I just got done running full, and like temperature like 101. And my girl, she was like, "Yo, you need to go to the doctors." And me, as a nigga that believe insurance is a scam, like I'm just out here winging it on like my insurance is like my grandma Jamaican remedies.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, like
ginger beer.
Yeah, just a little, just boil you some ginger water, some lemon, that'll knock it out. But the next day I woke up fever 102. So I'm like, all right, at this point I gotta go. And after that, like I've never like since like the whole mask mandate dropped in March, I haven't really been sick since. Yeah. Like I had like made like the common cold like for like a day or two, like, but nothing like crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely rock it.
They said the flu levels have dropped tremendously throughout all this, and they attribute it to mask and people just generally the guidelines of CDC kind of reducing that. So yeah, if people still wear masks, I'm totally fine with it. It makes me feel incognito. I kind of like it.
And there's certain jobs with that, I feel like we need to keep the mask on.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to food, when it definitely comes to like food, because when I go places now, I be thinking like, damn, like I was in I'm in Honey Grow, I was in Honey Grow,
nice.
Getting a little stir fry because I'm cultured, and I'm in there, and like just to see them with masks on, I'm like, yo, I used to really just let y'all whip my shit up in the wok.
Yep.
Raw dog, like just just have a full conversation. That's over true. My noodles. So like in situations like that, Cordoba, all these restaurants, we definitely need to keep the mask in place.
It would be nice. I think we definitely gotta keep that up on them But on my end of it, I'm not that big of a germaphobe. Like if people are making my food sort of thing, and I just kind of expect like they may get some little droplets in there. Sometimes I
Nah,
look forward to it.
I'm a huge well, it depends. Um, it depends the place. Like, what's a place I expect germs? I don't mind.
The hibachi.
Jim?
Um, I want to say I'm gonna go with Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I expect
Strip
strip
club.
club is good. Yeah. I definitely I would expect like I don't know might get like a squirt of breast milk in my
Oh,
wings.
yeah.
um, but it's funny. It's so funny that we stumbled upon this conversation. Like,
It wasn't an accident, Anthony. It wasn't an accident.
but because look, I saw this
We
thing
have
on
talks
Twitter.
before this.
I saw this thing on Twitter that went viral. It was this young black girl, I think in Texas. She had said something about about how Chick-fil-A was treating her wrong. They were mistreating her, not
Huh.
taking her um just not hearing her opinion. Like she was saying like she felt like she's being harassed at the job
Right.
and they aren't listening to her like just why she feels this way. So she said she was crying about how she quit, and I'm like, this is wrong. This is definitely wrong. But it's like I expect Chick-fil-A to treat their workers horrible.
A
Like,
little bit. A little bit. It's
yeah,
not that big of a surprise, sort of thing.
yeah. The people like we're funding our chicken money is going to conversion therapy for gay people. You
Very
think they
true.
really care about your thoughts?
Very true. That's the thing where it's like, and not to go too far into it, but when people talk about like social justice or like when they bring up some sort of like inequity um via something like Chick-fil-A or like any corporation, as people, as society, we could hear it and we could like cater to it and we could be like, hey, this is an issue, we got to solve it. But that just means there's going to be another company that's doing the exact same thing.
Right.
So that's why I feel like a lot of times there's I don't want to say it's pointless because it's not. I think it's good to have your voice be heard, but
Yeah.
it's just like, all right, so we conquered this one corporation that's just showing face for us, while on the other hand they're doing the exact same thing in another place.
So
Right.
what you
Yeah.
do? So what do you do? Do you just don't go there? Do you don't support them? Do you boycott? What you do?
Um, well, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I use my rewards. So like that makes me feel a little bit better because I feel like I'm not really spending money. Like I'm just taking from them. So that's my
And got a
way.
That's like high
and got a
class
punch.
robbery right there. Nice.
Yeah.
You got a punch card at Papa John's, don't you?
At first, I thought you were saying you had like a credit card at Chick-fil-A. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, all right. You're like
Yeah.
using the rewards benefits.
Yeah.
For...
Like go to Papa John's, like, hey, can y'all give me the garlic nigga nuts?
That's on the secret menu.
Garlic nigga nuts. Yeah, but look, that's what I do though. When I find out companies ain't doing right by me and my people, I don't support them at all, bro.
That's true. It's on history of you doing this.
I ain't buy Papa John since he said He said
Mm.
I'm done. I ain't buy no more pizza, bro. So, no
Yeah,
matter.
that's well, one thing with the mask though that I want to get back to is that they make the point of that you, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear the mask. Now people that aren't vaccinated, are they celebrating right now? Because it's kind of like, oh, all right, are they going to be requiring eventually to show your vaccine card?
I feel like they need to just because like I know a few people that have already said like oh I could just say I'm vaccinated and that like it's
Yeah.
literally that simple like where you could just where they ask you and they just be like all right that's it
Yeah.
I say I'm vaccinated and they just let me in or even like landing from the airport. So I've been performing at like I don't say I've been performing at colleges throughout the pandemic. And when I land back at the airport, like when I land at like LaGuardia, they had me fill out a not a survey, I forget. It was some type of form they had me fill out
Like a screening almost.
Yeah, it was like a screening for him where basically stating that I'll quarantine for the next 2 weeks. Who the hell is checking this? Who is going to check to make sure I stay in my house?
Nobody.
All I had to do is just lie to y'all. Like
What
I
if
could
they-
literally put any name, any address, any phone number, and like this shit is just it's like we're just going through the motions to make people feel like we're doing a good job, but we're not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like really put a policy over that. It's pretty much like the honor code
Right,
kind
yeah.
of going by.
There's no way they can check that. They even have signs on the highways when you enter in different states. Like if you're from out of state, you gotta come. Like nigga, ain't nobody. I'm not even doing a speed limit. I'm not listening to that sign.
Right.
Like this is crazy. And at least LaGuardia is doing that because JFK, they just let you just come right on in.
Right.
Like, whatever.
That shit is crazy because throughout all of this, like the megabus has been safer than planes. Like on megabus, you at least get your own row to yourself.
Oh, that's kind of
Like
nice.
they've been selling tickets to half capacity. Whereas like the planes, everything has been full.
Yeah.
I think we all went on planes recently, right? We've all like Alan, you were just on a plane too. Like
Yeah.
it was packed out. I forgot like how condensed you feel in a plane. And then it makes you think back, kind of like the food one where it's like, oh wow, I was doing this without a mask all these times.
Like
Yeah, dog.
I just had a flight and I'm sitting in the middle seat.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I got corona around me from all angles.
Yeah.
like
Surround sound.
Like
4K.
statistically, one of us has it.
Right. That's why I had two. Listen, no, don't laugh at me, but I had a N95 mask on with a surgical mask over that, and I had one of them visor Johns. You know what I'm saying? So I look like Static Shock on an airplane, though.
You look like a damn nerd. That's what you look like.
No, I was safe though. But look, I've heard people talking about they're gonna get fake vaccine cards. Like the black market got everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
yeah.
you can buy a vaccine card out here. I heard them selling them for low as $25, dog.
Yeah, you get $25 for the Pfizer and $15 for the Johnson & Johnson. So there's a little sale going on for those.
Yeah, man, they wilding out here. People wilding out here in these streets, man.
And
I'm not too worried about them. Huh?
And it's stupid because I got my first shot. I'm getting my next shot in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
But I don't know. People just like scared of getting it, which like I definitely get I get why people don't trust the government and stuff like that. My issue is just like with the people that do everything else.
Right.
Whereas like the people that like just pop perks or just do all other kinds of drugs, but they scared of putting this in their body.
Yeah, or even like go to Wendy's sort of thing. No joke or sort of thing. It's like you think like, oh, COVID obviously it has its terrible effects to it, but if the ultimate goal is to make sure you don't get sick in any way in a long-term form, why aren't we blocking Wendy's and Papa John?
Yeah.
Like those sort of things. I think a lot of it's psychological, and a lot of it is just like, if you're being told something new is a threat, it's kind of hard to remove some of the logic from it.
Right.
But I think people are becoming a little less anxious, which is good. But who knows? I'm not an expert as well. By the way, every time we talk about COVID on this podcast, the episode gets pulled down. So you will not find this episode anywhere. We like spread
that's hilarious. No, but yeah, it's like just people just worried about that. People worried about medicine, but it's like, yo, it's a chicken shortage right now, right? It's a chicken shortage, and Burger King still selling 20 nuggets for $1. So
that's why it's a shortage, because them niggas got it
all. But it's like if it's a shortage and they selling 20, obviously they're not.
They're not selling chicken.
Yeah, that's squirrel or something. They just find it wherever they could get out back.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, like, breaded squirrel, probably not bad.
It's like, yo, I'll be looking at this like,
right.
No, it's fucked up, because I was about to say that's why it's like all these missing kids out here now, like,
This nigga talking about Burger King going to Guantanamo Bay.
Burger King is taking the kids like, you think you eating chicken? No, you eat you eating Daquan.
Damn. So that's the thing. Like we want to boycott Chick-fil-A, but who knows what's Burger King up to? This may be we say it in joke, but this may be a very real thing. And we're just not boycotting them. So we'll try to do it there.
Listen, the irony though in kidnapping a black kid and making him into chicken is just crazy though.
That's messed up. Messed up.
Crazy.
Real quick, I Anthony, something we like to do on this show is we like to recommend things for people, things for them to do and all that. We call them proper suggestions. My prop suggestion for this week, man, sometimes you wake up, you're feeling a little tired and all that stuff. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe it's just the middle of the day. You need something a little jolt, but you don't want to do an extra thing of coffee because of the digestive system. My prop suggestion for this week is apple cider vinegar. Whenever, obviously it has the components of like helping with your digestive system. It can raise the acid levels in your stomach, so it makes you digest much faster. But beyond that, though, it's a wake-up call. If you take a shot of vinegar like 12 o'clock, got you going. So that's something that I definitely recommend. If you want to start your day off with it, be careful because the acid could be hard on your gums. So you don't want to like chug anything like this. But once in a while, like 2 or 3 shots of these, have you feeling real nice.
Yo, that's a very good recommendation. And what I'm going to do is, I had a suggestion, but I'm going to piggyback your suggestion here because I actually sell apple cider vinegar gummies. Okay, so people,
that's right.
If you go to goalie.com /Alan Massenberg, you can get my promo discount. And we sell. I said, listen, I don't even know how I got into this shit. This company emailed me and they were like, "Yo, sell these gummies. We could use some money." And I was like, this was like 2 years ago. I think my mom's the only person that bought some. You know what I'm saying? But it's just some gummies. So yeah, I think what it does is it help with weight loss. It help with your skin. It help with a lot of things. So if you don't like the taste of the vinegar, we have them in gummies. It's goalie.com, GOLI.com /Alan Massenberg.
You had that hookup. Nice.
Oh shit, that shit came out of nowhere. But I ain't never had it though.
Yo, Pat, edit that part out.
No edits. Is there anything you want to suggest to the people, Anthony? Whether it's a book, a show, food, a workout.
Let me see. Yeah, I guess I suggest a movie.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, that I just watched Without Remorse with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I've heard of
that. That was it. Yeah, I guess that's the movie that they said that he was faking a relationship for with Lori Harvey with.
Yeah,
but I think like that movie was actually pretty good. He didn't need the relationship. Like that was actually like he didn't need the relationship to promote the movie. It was actually really good. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Like if you're looking for something to watch, I know a lot of people like kill his acting. But I actually think he's a really good actor.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the nigga only been acting for the last 20 years.
Right. Yeah. He was the shit in Hardball. You know what I mean?
Like, I was about to say, I thought I may have misremembered. He was in Hardball. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one. And actually, I feel like he got some subliminal shots thrown at him at the J. Cole album. Yeah. So he mentioned him once, like
he mentioned him, and Drake mentions him.
Ooh.
On the song. So I think like he must be going around here just knocking off everybody's girl.
It sounds like that because he had the one line of like he said something like not even a J. Cole or not even a Michael B. Jordan can get my girl sort of thing.
Yeah. Like if Michael B. called my girl,
he wouldn't pick up.
Yeah, and he had I looked at my girl like, bitch, you better pick up. I'm trying to get some work around here.
But he had that one line too later. I forgot which song. It was on the second half where he was like, I know that you're boxing, but that doesn't mean anything. And I was like, ooh, he was doing Creed. I don't know. I'm like, this sounds like subliminal right here. Yeah, but That's good. We love movie recommendations on here, man. So definitely thank you for that one over there. Something that caught our eye. We talk comedy and all that stuff here, and Tony Hinchcliffe.
I was wondering if y'all was gonna mention that.
Oh, we mentioned it. We mentioned it. Yeah.
That's so. Alan, you sent me this, and I checked it out. This happened like 2-3 days ago. I had no idea. I've been out of the loop.
Kirk, so look, Kirk don't be on social media like that. He literally likes to get off and keep himself sane. You know what I'm saying? So he's
try.
Sometimes you gotta just let him know what's going on. And this thing that came up, man, when I seen this, I was like, yo, this is wild, dog. Like, bro, literally, I don't even call him bro. Bull literally like went on there on an Asian rant, like
right
after the Asian guy. It was just like on stage. It was just talking crazy, like he calling them all. I'm not gonna even say it because I know people getting
right.
off.
Yeah. So for those context wise,
calling them C words and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, indirectly too. So it was in Austin, Texas, I believe.
Yeah.
He was.
That was like the South by Southwest festival.
It may have been. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. And a dude, a comedian by the name of I think the last name was Dang, but I don't recall the full name.
I think it was Pong or Pang.
Yeah, I can't say with certainty. I'm not sure. But he was pretty much bringing up Tony Hinchcliffe, and I didn't see a part of his set, but I guess a lot of it was speaking on the anti.
It was his. I watched his set. I watched his whole set. He ain't really do nothing. Like, it was like they warranted Tony's response.
But even if he did, like, say if he was just being a heck or like just like talking about Asian stuff, he's giving his experience.
Right.
And that shit, that like, especially like being in New York, I know a lot of the top white comics, and that shit just wasn't cool at all. Cause like the way I put it in my shoes, like I look at it like if I feel like I'm doing a good job hosting and I bring somebody up and they say, yeah, give it up for that filthy little nigga. Like whoa.
Right.
Like this is an issue. So like comics saying, oh, he was just joking. Like comics that tear down other comics are the worst, or like comics that try to censor other comics are the worst. It's like, no, fuck this comedy. Like I'm a person outside of this.
Yeah.
Like that shit is not like I'm all for. If it was just a bad joke, I wouldn't care at all.
Right.
Like if it was just a bad joke, a bad premise that didn't hit, I'm like, all right, he was just out there taking a risk. It wasn't no setup, like you didn't ease into it or anything. It wasn't no premise. It sounded like you coming off just saying how you really felt. Then you call the crowd race traders.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, oh, now you trying to incite them. And then
that was kind of a wild line. Not even kind of
like race traders. Now you going into that territory. This is why people incited them to storm the Capitol.
Right.
And then like coming off this whole Stop Asian Hate thing, where like I know you're not on Twitter like that, but on the way the media has been spreading it, they try to make it seem like it's a Black Asian beef.
Right.
Whereas like
it ain't us.
It ain't us. Whereas like if the black people have been like that have been fucking up Asian people, like it's wrong. But I think it's coming from like a point of I'm gonna target a person I see as weak for money, as opposed to like the white people that have been doing this, like I'm gonna target y'all because I feel like y'all caused this shutdown.
Right.
So in that clip, Tony, he kept going on, and then there was an Asian guy in the front row. Did y'all see that longer part?
I didn't see the part where it was. I watched the Pang set, and I watched like 6 minutes of Tony's set until I cut it off.
Cause like it was a white guy in the front row, and he started going on him. He was like, "Look at this Asian guy all upset. Like, you shouldn't even be here." Like, he was like, "Yeah, y'all." He was like, "Y'all the reason we got this coronavirus now."
Jeez. So how was the crowd reacting to that? Were they like all like?
The crowd is eating this shit up because that crowd, they like that shock value type shit.
Yeah, and the comic's name was Peng Dang.
Yeah.
Actually, producer Pat was able to pull that up. Yeah, I do think that is true. I think that's in terms of like the anti-Asian sentiments that's been going on, and just kind of how it's been framed of it being like a black versus Asian. Um, I feel like a lot of times it's like, let's divide two parties that are facing struggles,
Right.
and then that in itself is going to occupy them, so there can't really be much progress. So I think that's unfortunate. The clip was wild. The clip was wild. I mean, the context for those that didn't see it, and you can check it out online, you know, like you guys said, he just kind of came up on stage and it was just full conviction. I'm not necessarily one of like, you know, censoring people, but just like you mentioned, Anthony, like people to people, it didn't really hit. It was just like,
Right.
this isn't good.
Look, let me break it down to you like this. Hang should have fucked him up. Okay. Anybody, I'm telling you now.
Option C.
Any comedian listening, if I come off stage and you call me any type of nigga, I'm punch you in the face.
Like yeah, because even like
me too.
All right, like we all know Matt and Shane about like when they caught their backlash, right? I think their jokes, it came off distasteful. But in their instance, well, I really don't remember it, but at least I know, like in the podcast that I know they were just making.
It was attempts at jokes.
Yeah, it was attempts at. I know it was an attempt at joke. They weren't targeting anybody like specifically. Right. Like they were speaking in general. This Tony clip, like he went right at him.
Right.
Like we have the person right here that you're targeting in front of this whole crowd. And and it's fucked up because if he did say something, say like Peng, or like I don't want to fuck up his name, but say if he did say something or like attacked him or something like that, it's so fucked up that he would be looked at as the crazy one. Yeah. Like the crowd and all the other comments would be like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, and that's why I even posted about it. I'm like, when you call out another comic for being racist, people like other comics that treat you like you turning in dirty cops. Like people be like, yo, man, we gotta watch our back around him. Like he's scared to get his hands dirty a little bit. Like, it's like you could just not be fucked up.
That's why I take the stance that I take. I don't think that I would like release a clip and like I wouldn't do that. Like I'm just gonna fuck you up. Like that's it. Like I'm not really. I don't care about the people knowing you, who you are. You gonna know you was wrong. You did me wrong. Like yeah. I don't like that at all. I'm telling, and I hate people that pick on people. If I was down there, I probably would have punched Tony Footdang. I don't like that.
I guess like for me, like I'm so damn. I guess it could be like I'm a little jaded just because of things I've went through in comedy, where I've had bookers like at clubs that I try to audition and get into, where it's like I've had bookers tell me like, yo, you were funny, but I had a pretty hard time understanding you, or I'm not sure if the audience here would connect with you, or you were really funny, but I just didn't connect with you. Like these are all things I've had bookers say to me. So when I see stuff like this, where it's like I'm not offending anybody, I'm making the crowd laugh. Like I've done all my job. Like that's what's crazy too. Whereas like you got white guys in comedy talk about, oh my goodness, I can't be myself on stage. It's like, fam, you don't know what it's like to walk into the crowd and nobody look like you. Right. Like they don't have to step in our arenas. They don't have to come perform at a spot like Warm Daddies. Or even like when I was performing at the Comedy Cellar, right? Only people, most nights, the only black people I know there are like either other comics or like people working the door, stuff like that. Whereas like majority of the crowd is like white people, Indians, Asians, things like that. Like I might see a black person sprinkled in every now and then. But
there's a lot of Europeans, side note, or a lot of European tourists that come to the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's just because like black people, I feel like black people, like the comics we know, we either know like the underground people like from the Def Jam days, or we know the megastars like the Kevin Hart's, Chappelle, stuff like that. They might not know the average not even average comic. They just might not know like the top Comedy
People
Central
in the
comics.
middle.
Yeah.
They might not know who and even though these are super successful people, black
Right.
people don't know of a Dan Soder or a Rachel Feinstein. Even though these are hilarious people, they just don't know them, so they might not come to the Comedy Cellar. So it's funny, like when I hear comics say, like, man, they trying to censor us, we can't be ourselves, bro. If I try to do my barbershop bit at the Cellar, them niggas is not going to understand that at all. So it's like you don't
Really?
know. Like, yeah, I mean, they'll get it, but it won't have that same effect because they don't have that same connection to things we
Cultural
have.
connection to it.
Yeah,
I
so
want
it's
to say
like,
that's not to even cut you off, man. But I want to give you props. That is a universal bit. That is one of
thanks.
my top favorite bits, just in general. It's just supreme one
Appreciate
right
it.
there. So I could see that hitting there. But I imagine you know your material more than anyone in your settings too. But I'm surprised to hear that.
But yeah, it's like they just don't. To say like they feel like comics are getting censored now, or this PC culture is like, bro, at least you still get to perform for people that look like you, without having like to change anything on your come up. Whereas like we got to step into whole different arenas.
It's something and you mentioned earlier with the comic, like if he were to say something and like how people would look at him and like kind of encourage him to like, oh yeah, just cool it. I feel like every black person or anyone of color really has been in that situation where someone has said something disrespectful or even just like minor, but it's directly towards you and you're pressured not just by the people or strangers, but even by friends at times, or if you perceive them as friends, to just stay dormant and not cause a problem, not stir up issues.
That's why now I'm telling you, now I'm at that point where I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I literally, what made me get to this point, and like, cause I used to be that same person like that, I would be quiet. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I know the biggest comic in the world right now. Like, so I have that. Luckily, I have that ability to that. I have that relationship where it's like, all right, don't fuck with me. Kev fuck with me. So it's like I have that luxury. So I might as well speak up for the comics that can't speak. Cause I'm just so tired. And I used to go through this thing where I felt like comics were making me feel like I was the crazy one.
Yeah.
So I mean, matter of fact, do y'all mind if I speak on it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
oh, right.
of course. Yeah.
So y'all know I don't fuck with helium.
Yeah.
Y'all know I don't fuck with like the Philly helium and like that. I think now they switch bookers and stuff, so I might. But but with my issues with them that I had in the past before, I had comics try to make me feel like I was the crazy one when it's like, no, I'm out here struggling. And it's like, it's not right that I came to New York. Like I remember the last time I stopped messing with them, I had came to Philly to host. I get to Philly from New York and I'm ready to host, canceled all my shows for the weekend. They tell me, oh yeah, we're not gonna need you. He actually brought his own host. But we'll reschedule you for 2 weeks later. So now I lost that week. So I'm like, all right, I come down 2 weeks again. I'm in the room waiting to go up the host. As I'm waiting to go up, hey man, I'm sorry, we don't need you. We got it. So it's like this happened to me twice, but they'll try to tell us, hey man, that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
You come up from New York 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
And right before the show starts, you're told that you're not needed.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they'll try to play you as like, yo, man, it's just part of the game. It just happens. And it's like, no, this type of confusion always happens on the urban weekend. Like, how come when y'all got, I don't know, a Todd Glass or a David Tell or stuff like these comics, you could figure out whether they need a host or not and make sure things like to have your house guys in. But on the urban weekends, when you want to bring out a host that you feel like could cater to this weekend, y'all can't get the confirmation definite.
Bro, they definitely, comedy clubs definitely treat the urban shows with way less service. I did a show one time at a comedy club. It was with an internet sensation, you know what I'm saying? Black dude, room was sold out. He only got one day during the week. Room was sold out, but they didn't have enough people working to like service everybody, like to bring food and drinks. Like it was just kind of like, dog, he's just it's sold out. Why wouldn't you have enough staff, you know what I'm saying, to take care of things? So it was a complete mess, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was like if that was like a white person, would you have been properly staffed? Would it, you know what I'm saying? Like, would it be different?
Alan, was that show by chance Jolito the Muppet?
No, it was not Joselito.
Okay.
Yo, but
That's what I thought. That's
why I stopped. Honestly, I stopped caring because it was like, yo, I could be quiet and like hold this shit in and let it drive me crazy, or like it's like y'all not gonna fuck with me regardless if I am quiet, so I might as well say how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel even just outside of comedy, that sort of situation, you know, where you may feel pressure to stay cool. I've been in both situations where it's like, okay, I'm not going to really speak up, and you feel like garbage afterward. You feel like garbage. You feel bad about yourself. You feel regret. Whereas when you do speak up, when you're in those situations, a lot of times it's corrected right there. Of like, oh, they don't even expect you to like speak up like that, and when you do, it's like they're shocked, sort of thing.
Yeah, and I'm glad. Like I remember I did their competition, right? The last time I did Philly Funny is when I had that year I came in second.
Nice.
So like I came in second and I was mad as shit because like Alan, you know the situation.
Yeah, I
right.
know.
So like I came in second and it's like, all right, I already done lost to the person y'all added back into the competition. But on the website it said like first place they get like this amount of money, second place gets this amount of money. And then I go to collect my prize and y'all tell me like, nah, it's no second place prize. So I'm like, it's like, all right, y'all done rigged it against me. Then I don't get money. Like, then I don't get the money that it says on the website. And then a few days later, I feel like I know like it's funny because like at this point, like I'm a kid. Like, well, like I was grown, but like I'm still in college and like I'm nervous. Like I just wasn't comfortable about speaking out in comedy at that time. So I think my mom had called the club. Like my mom had went behind my back and called the club about the money. And they had said like, nah, is no second place prize. But then something happened where it's like a certain booker wanted, like a high booker manager wanted to work with me. And then that's how I ended up getting my money.
Nice.
Wow.
It's like,
shout out to your mom on that one.
right, like real black, like real black mom shit. Like black women, they know how to get their money or a discount for you.
Right.
Yeah. So
that must be a rough. I imagine that being a rough feeling. It's cool that like you like kind of like I mentioned before, like you know both sides of it, so you know what it's like to not speak up and then feel maybe like the internal ramifications, comedy or not, and you also know the side of it of like, okay, well, I'm validated by Kevin Hart. I could say whatever I want to ring, and not say that you need to be that validation. I think, you know, if you're listening to this, you can just have anyone validate you, sort of thing, and you'll
yeah. That's what, like that's the thing where it's like there's certain situations where I would have spoke up before.
Yeah,
it's a lot of situations where I wish I would have just spoke up before.
Yeah, I seen people talking about like they don't speak their piece because they don't want to, like, I forget what they said. It was like, I don't want to tell y'all how I'm feeling because it keeps me peaceful. And I think it's the other way around. Like I say everything that I feel because I feel great afterwards. Like I don't care if it gets me in the truck. If this is how I feel, I'm gonna just say this shit, dog. And it may backfire on me, but at least I feel better about, getting it off my chest, because holding stuff in like that, it can drive you insane. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It will. It literally will drive you crazy.
It'll drive you crazy, or at the very least, give you a canker sore. I'm dealing with a canker sore right now, so I don't know what the hell I held in earlier in the week. It stinks. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to cure that'd be appreciated. I really, yeah, we talk about canker sores and such and sore spots. Another sore spot that arrived this week. Well, depending on how you see it, Ellen has decided to end her show after 19 seasons, and now they're mentioning who is going to replace Ellen DeGeneres on the Ellen Show. They'll probably change the name, but we're going to break the news now. Anthony, are you replacing Ellen on the Ellen DeGeneres Show?
I wish, but I respect it. I respect her ending it because like she went all out. She was basically like, look, I'll quit before I let anybody on this set look me in the eye. So like I definitely I respect it. Like she's consistent. Consistent. She said, oh, y'all think y'all about to be around here acting as my equal? Like,
nigga, I'm Ellen.
Yeah, nobody got a job now.
I imagine I don't know what it was like after the whole thing with Summer and kind of like the backlash she got and going back to the show, because the whole nature of the show is very much like it was like, you know, universally loved, everyone just having a good time. It was like if Missy Elliott had a show. I was thinking about that the other day. Everyone having a nice time, no beefs or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, then everybody dancing.
Yeah.
She about to go on TikTok with them dances and kill it.
Right.
No, but what did she do? I mean, she just did, like, even before that whole thing where it was like she just came off like a shitty person.
Yeah.
Like during this whole pandemic. I mean, she, like, I don't know, like even with Kev, I remember, like, and I posted this. I'm like, I posted this online. I'm like, this nigga talking about, like, this is my friend, she nice to me. I'm like, of course she nice to the other person that's as rich as her. like nigga, like, yeah, she nice to you, but like, shit, bring me around. Bring matter of fact, not even that. Bring a other rich person around that's just not as rich as her. Like, bring Spank to the set.
So look, all right, look, so look, check me out. If you got Ellen money, you still gonna be good old Anthony Moore, nice to everybody? Are you gonna just have a little turn up in your nose?
Nigga, I'm grinding so I could get Hollywood. For real, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to switch up on niggas. I'm waiting to switch up, man.
It's gonna be a nice feeling. So much joy, I can't swear I won't change.
They were saying that I seen something online today about they was looking at Tiffany Haddish as being her replacement.
I saw that. I think that'd be cool. I mean, Tiffany Haddish just kind of adopted the role of being universally liked and very affable and relatable. I can see that being a good transition.
Yeah, no, I definitely I think that would be the perfect person, actually.
Yeah, I think she ready.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll definitely fuck with that.
That'd be nice, man. So we'll see. I'm still rooting for you, man. I'm gonna hit up Ellen. I'm at ellen.com. I'm assuming that's how you contact them and be like, hey, listen, Anthony Moore's in building.
But this is what I remember exactly what she did now. When the pandemic had started, she had put up this video crying about how she was trapped in her house.
Felt like a prison.
Yeah, she was like, I can't believe this. I don't know where I'm gonna go. And like, me watching this, it's like, yo, I'm in this tiny ass Brooklyn apartment. Like,
right,
bitch, you got a tennis court. like you got so much shit you could do. You got a tennis court, you got a pool, like you got people that could go get your groceries for you. Like, you don't even have to see your neighbors. That's how big. Like, you could literally run laps around like your estate.
Damn.
And it was like, and I'm in this apartment. I don't even got a patch of grass outside.
Oh man. We gotta hook you up with like a plan or something, man.
A plan.
Right, yeah. You can still get a plan. My thing with the whole Ellen thing, I remember that it was out of touch, but I wasn't bothered by it. I was just like, because I feel like she's probably accustomed to that sort of lifestyle where, even if you are in Beverly Hills, sadness still exists, and just her idea of sadness is completely out of touch with non-millionaire people. Sort of.
You gotta be in touch. You have to realize that You know what I mean? Like you Ellen, you got people following you. You can't say stupid shit like that. Like I'm saying, like the other day they said Gwyneth Paltrow said that she finally reached rock bottom because she had a piece of bread during the pandemic.
Oh, all right. Well, that's I could see why people be annoyed about that one.
And some woman commented like, "Well, my grandmom died, so like, fuck your carbs." You know what I mean? you got to be.
Paltrow, she like responded like, "What did she eat bread too? Did the grandmother eat bread as well? Is that?" That's
probably. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in touch with the people, man. Like it is what it is. You Ellen, you can't say stupid shit like, "I feel like I'm in a jail." Man, nigga, shut up. There's people in jail for weed charges still. You talking about you feel like you in jail? Like,
right? Yeah, you feel like you in jail because like you can't host your $100 million like talk show.
Right.
Like, come on. You don't even need the show. And that's what's crazy. That they said like she really wanted to quit her job. I heard something where it's like they said she wanted to she renewed her contract in 2018. And the only reason like she renewed it, she really wanted to walk away from it there. But like somebody close to her told her that like her voice was needed during the Trump administration. Like she like they felt like she had to be the one to make sense of all of this.
Right.
Like, really? Even like her special. That now it's fucked up because now it's just turned into a segment of me just shitting on Ellen. Where it sound like I don't like her.
Man, no, you going hard on Ellen right now.
No, I do like her, but like even like her special, she was I know the last special I watched
Relatable, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
It was one directed by Neil Brennan.
Where like she's talking about like how just how amazing her mansion is, like the elevator and shit like that.
Nice.
It's like you're out of touch, which is okay, but it's like don't try to make us feel like bad, like you're the victim.
Right. Yeah.
Look how it all spun back around on it. You talking about your mansion now it's a jail cell, huh? You know what I mean? Which one is it?
No, but I can't wait to get that rich.
That's one thing I wanted to definitely ask you while you're here, because you know, like Alan mentioned before, you know, you're all over the college campuses, you're doing stuff on TV and all that. I don't know, it's a credit to your comedy and all. And I think I briefly spoke with you about this once, like outside like Warm Daddies, but the transition from doing open mics to featuring to headlining, I kind of want to hear how you adapted to that, from featuring to, hey, we want you to be the main pull. You are the event tonight. How do you deal with that pressure?
That shit is so crazy.
Yeah.
That shit is wild. Is wild. Especially like for me, I try to make it as pleasant as possible for the person I'm working with, for the people that book me. Just so like they know, or just so they could spread the word that I'm just like a easy person to work with, easy to be around. So like when I book these colleges, it's wild because like having them request me, and especially like these places in the middle of nowhere where it's like me, I'm from West Philly. Like I'm from Lansdowne Ave. So just like the community that I'm used to, or the things that I'm used to seeing in Philly, where it's like I got schools that want to fly me out. Like a few weeks ago, school just requested me to host the event for them in Oklahoma. Ooh. Like to be in Oklahoma or to be in Kansas and what's up in South Carolina, South Dakota. Ooh. Like I'm a nigga from the hood going to South Dakota. Like just seeing like these big ass ranches or stuff like that. So it's crazy. So like when schools book me, they'll usually ask like, hey, what do you need? Do you need any food, or do you need anything in your green room? And it's like, no, maybe a bottle of water if y'all got that. But if not, like I'll just go to the store. Like I don't need it. So I just try to make things as pleasant as possible.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all booked me to show up and be funny, so I'm gonna do that. And while I'm there, I'll just try to make your job easy.
You gotta start requesting wings, dog. Every time somebody asks you, I need chicken wings. Like, I just like chicken.
You could spray some breast milk on them too. That'd be very helpful. That'd be very helpful. I put it in my writer. Yeah. So a lot of those schools too, it's interesting from my experience in doing like I did some stuff at Kutztown. A lot of it's like the students are running it, the student organizations. One
And
thing I
that's another
found.
thing. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, do you find there's times where, because they're not necessarily uh they don't fully know how, comedy audiences can be or what the setups are like.
Mhm.
And a lot of times it's just like, oh yeah, just kind of throw them on stage. Or has your experience been more so they've been very professional, or do you have to kind of like give them heads up, like, hey host, maybe tell everyone to sit up front,
Um,
maybe put a stand up on stage?
um, yeah, for the most part, but that's why like I'll try to get to shows a lot earlier. I try to get the shows like early before the event, so I could just make sure those things are okay
Okay.
on my end because they I know for the most part these are students running the event and not comedy producers.
Right.
So they don't know what goes into making a good comedy show for the most part. So
Right.
like typically they'll think people will be able to sit wherever they want or turn off all the lights and just leave a stage light on. Whereas like when I do a college show, I know one, they didn't pay for a ticket. So if this show isn't good, they're like, I ain't lose nothing. And I could
Right.
always just get up and leave if I'm not enjoying him. So they might want to heckle. So for me, I'm always leave the lights on. I learned that early from I had did a college in West Virginia. This had to be like 2014 when I'm early in the game. It's me, Ken Jones, Jonas, Reggie Conquest,
Nice.
who else? I think Jermaine Jones.
Did
We
Louis
do
Anderson, is that who you're thinking
we
of?
do,
Is that the second person you're thinking of, Louis Anderson?
we do this we do a show in West Virginia. It's like a 8-9 hour drive. And oh my goodness, like the lights up were off on stage. These kids were heckling us the whole show, like fucking us up. Like Reggie
Yeah.
go up on stage, they're like, "Yo, his sneaks leaning." I go up, they like, "Yo, look at his hairline." Like they fucking us up. And like this show was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, this show had to be 6 or 7 years ago. Now, because of that one show, every time I do a college, yo, leave the lights on
Right.
because whoever heckling, I need to be able to shut them down.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Kind of a scary concept when you think about it. Stand up in general, but going to a college show, you can't see any of the 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
right,
And you have to attempt to tell jokes for 30 minutes to an hour while they're
right,
making fun of your Nikes.
right, yeah, and they already they don't know who you are. It's like if you don't got a huge Instagram following to these kids, you nobody.
Right.
And they want to have fun. So if you don't make the fun, they'll make it for themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Um, we're about to wrap things up, mainly because my laptop's about to die. But Anthony, this has been phenomenal having you, man. We've been all wanted to have you on the show for a while, so thank you for taking the time, and shout out to your dog for taking the time as well.
I'm glad he's over there knocked out.
He's been
I'm
chilling.
so yeah. So I'm so
You know what I'm
glad.
saying? Now you got some free time.
Yeah, man. Do some calisthenics. Do you have anything you want to let the people know about, like where they could follow you and all that stuff?
Twitter. Well, all my social media is at all that and more. That's on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, Facebook, Anthony Moore, YouTube, all that and more. ENT.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. I'm glad you shouted that out. I'm doing all right on TikTok.
Nice.
Nigga had 1 million views on his first video up there, man. 1 million.
That shit is crazy.
Damn.
My first TikTok, I hit 1 million. But it's weird because like the other ones, my other videos that have done good on Instagram, I put those up and those got like 300 views. So I don't know how to work this algorithm. Like literally, my first video is at 1.2 million. Then my second video is at 350,000, and then the next video is at like 500.
Oh,
Like views. So I don't know. I gotta figure out this.
The first video, were you dancing in it? Maybe like were you doing one of those like dance stuff ones?
I did one with the sound bite where like about like the dramatic music where it's like I'm not getting a vaccine. I don't know what they putting in my body, and then like I explain that.
So I did actually do that. I didn't figure you were actually dancing on there. Yeah,
no,
no,
no, but I'm ready to. I'm ready to dance to do a silhouette challenge or something.
We'll start it now.
If I see you standing sideways in the red light and dog, I'm blocking.
Oh no, please don't do that. Well, good stuff, man. Yeah, definitely check Anthony out on those. I'll be around, as mentioned. No, I don't think I mentioned on air. I'm opening for Mike Birbiglia tomorrow, so at Steel Stack Bethlehem. So it's too late for you to check that out, but just know that I did it. Alan, do you have anything you want to plug?
Nah, yo, just like, subscribe, podcast, share it, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we got the logos coming out soon.
Yeah, the new logo will be on the episode. We can get rid of this picture from 2016 or whatever.
I think we took that photo actually at a show that Anthony was headlining. It was at the Red End Comedy Outlet.
Oh wow!
Is this the show where I had ran out because I had 2 chicks there?
I think it was. I think it
was hilarious.
Yeah, so long ago.
I'm glad though that you're at a good point in your life where like you're able to like say that openly.
Yeah.
Like you're not living foul no more.
Yeah, no, I'm in a relationship with a beautiful queen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm no longer out here wilding. But your boy, this not lived a great life when it comes to the women. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah. No, I feel you. Like I'm glad I'm past like, bro. I don't know how I used to live. Like I'm not even want to go there, but man, I was living horrible at one point.
We made it out. We made it out. You know what I'm saying?
I made it in. I took the other route. I'm going into that lifestyle, and it's been wild.
Nah, man, ain't nothing over there but like just like sleepless nights and like you might have to get a needle in your ass to like cure some stuff.
To cure some stuff.
Yeah. No, I haven't ventured into that territory yet.
Yeah, I had to pop a pill once. You know, it's crazy out here, man.
Maybe I'm not going into that lifestyle. I take that back. Pat, edit that out. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, Anthony. Thanks again, and yeah, peace.
Yeah.